Hello and welcome to final round highlights of the 41st Shinhan Donghae Open, a tri-sanctioned event by the Asian, Japanese and Korean tours. I'm Timothy Lowe, and alongside me in the commentary box, as always, is Anthony Kang, three-time Asian Tour winner. Let's keep you up to date with what's happened earlier on Championship Sunday.
And the highest ranked player in the field this week, Shinhan Kim, taking the week off from Korn Ferry Tour to come play in his sponsors event. First time making the cut in the past 3 years. Has a previous best of 58. Is going to top that this week.
Certainly will. Daehan Lee with a lengthy birdie putt at the longest of the par threes at the Jack Nicklaus Golf Club.
And Taiki Yoshida just playing 2 groups ahead of the final group, getting off to a great start.
It was a bit of an adventure for Scott Vincent on the second hole. Pulled this tee shot well left, so far left. In fact, he avoided the weeds and ended up closer to the 8th tee box. This ball would end up in the greenside bunker, splashed out nicely to here, and an important par-saving putt. They want to be giving up shots to Kazuki Higa in the mood that the Japanese player is in. Vincent would birdie the third to try to cut into the deficit.
And Richard T. Lee getting left behind just a bit by the opening pars, witnessing Kazuki Higa, but will find his first birdie of the round.
Wouldn't wait long for a second. The Seoul-based Canadian with back-to-back birdies, taking him to 14 under, but it's really been the Kazuki Higa show through the opening stages of play Sunday.
Yeah, an ideal way to start, found the fairway, and shows he's got great control of his golf ball, just about 8 feet underneath the hole.
And signaled his intentions early with that birdie, but he wasn't done just yet. Once again, playing out of the center stripe of the fairway. Once again, flag hunting. You start the day with the lead. You birdie your first 2 holes, you're looking in good shape, but why stop at 2 when you can make a third? That at the par 5 third. And this was a thing of beauty at 4, Anthony.
Yes, and all those other birdies seem like hard work when you witness his iron shot into this hole. Just about 3 feet. A dream start for a player that started with a 1-stroke lead.
Not had a chance to make it 5 in a row, but I suppose he is human after all. Birdie bonanza to begin Sunday comes to an end with just the par on the 5th. Scott Vincent currently tops the Asian Tour Order of Merit through the Mandiri Indonesia Open. Picked up his second Asian Tour title in Morocco. Yoshida rolls that one in for birdie, so gets to within 2 of Kazuki Higa. Now Ko back at 7. Oh, this is beautiful. This is gorgeous from Taichi Ko. Simple as you like. Okay. Solid stuff. Gunma gets to 13 under. Richard Lee, expect him to be a little bit more aggressive.
Yeah, but still has to be prudent, because it's a big penalty for a miscue from this spot.
Gosh, that looked good for Richard Lee. Just a little tap on the shoulder to Kazuki Higa.
Yes, but it's going to be a challenge to get the ball hole high, just because he's staring at water just beyond the pin.
Good fist of things there, Scott Vincent.
Just looking to the left of this hole as his break.
Oh, another one goes for Kazuki Higa. His lead stretches to 5. Now, outside chance for Scott Vincent to perhaps start to make something happen. about it? Scott Vincent. 16 under par, within 3. Go second to the 9th. Oh, he's staying aggressive, and what a shot. The man from Hong Kong.
Make the turn even par for his round.
All things considered, good save for Donghae. Pair of birdies against a pair of bogeys. Tots up to a 36 outward half. 𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗠𝗨𝗡𝗜. Feel this deserves a 3. Still got to roll the putt in. And he will. Bet you he's excited to head back to the Ling Hong Kong Open in November. Winner getting a spot in the 2026 Masters Tournament. It's a birdie putt for Yoshida at 10. Meanders its way down the slope, and it's got half a chance. Oh, it's in! He's been on quite the roller coaster ride over the last hour. And it's Richard Lee's turn to hole a lengthy one. Oh, game on, 𝗏𝗢𝗓𝗓.
Well, this will be for his 6th birdie of the front 9 and the longest birdie made if he's successful with this conversion.
Maybe a touch tentative. 𝗏𝗢𝗓𝗓, his closest pursuers, picking up birdies at 8 and 9 respectively, still has the lead.
Once again, a solid strike is a must. Just looking a few yards left of the pin.
Got to be committed with this. But like you said, Anthony, just erring on the side of caution. Starting to heat up at just the right time for Richard T. Lee. Back-to-back birdies. He takes it to 17 under. A wonderful response for 𝗏𝗏𝗓𝗏𝗓𝗏. Lee closes in. 𝗏𝗏𝗓𝗏 still holds the cards in a 2-shot lead. That is awfully clumsy. The 3-putt from out of the blue really stings.
It's very saturated, very thin with the lie.
But he's stuck it in close here at 12. And that's a nice bounce-back birdie for the 21-year-old, reigning Asian Games gold medalist. Song Hyun Kim for a closing birdie at a round of 64. Somehow it hangs on. And that is a really nice way to end his week. He'll take a good amount of confidence as he heads back stateside to contest the Korn Ferry Tour finals over the closing weeks. 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 picked up a birdie on the 11th to cancel out the drop shot at 10. Some tee shot. The only a foot and a half away for birdie at 13. And no, not this time. What was a 4-shot lead is now just the slimmest of margins. It should be a relatively straightforward conversion for birdie that would move him to 16 under par and within 2 of 𝗏𝗏𝗓𝗏. Okay, well done.
And go 𝗚𝗥𝗢𝗪𝗡𝗠 on the final hole for a fitting birdie. Final round of 71.
And he'll get it. First Asian Tour victory came back in Singapore at the World Classic Championship. We will be happily returning to Lion City in November for the return of the 𝗚𝗡𝗡 Singapore Open, an international series event. Nerves of steel for Kazuki Higa. Fortunate off the tee. Rock solid with the putter again. Keeps the lead with 2 to go. Now he's opted to lay up all 4 days this week at 18, 𝗚𝗢𝗡𝗪𝗓. With a wedge game like that, why not? So you're saying there's a chance. Sportingly acknowledged by Richard Lee. A timely 2 for Scott Vincent. Uh-oh, that's not good. Richard Lee, trouble on the right. It did bounce. Did land on grass anyway. Question is, did it hold up? There's been some drama unfolding on the 72nd hole. Richard Lee has graciously accepted the fact that he's going to be walking back towards the tee to drop and play his 3rd shot. Oh, he gave it a mighty fine effort, Scott Vincent. Steady on. Okay. The drama continues to unfold. To post 17 under in the clubhouse. Oh, would you believe it? Richard Lee finds a 5 on the 18th. This isn't over just yet. But he has done enough. Gave the hole a mighty scare. Kazuki Higa. Yes, well done, Scott. Birdie finish for the 2-time International Series champion. He's taking great momentum into a lucrative second half of the season to win his 2nd Shinhan Donghae Open title. Higa holds on, wins his 2nd Shinhan Donghae Open title. He was pushed to the very limit by Richard Lee and Scott Vincent. But ultimately, the smallest man in the field stands head and shoulders above the rest. Final confirmation then. A 1-stroke margin of victory for the pocket rocket. Kazuki Higa hangs on to pip Richard Lee and Scott Vincent. Congratulations, Kazuki Higa, and we'll see you next time on the Asian Tour. Bye-bye for now.
Thanks for watching the Asian Tour on YouTube. Don't forget to like and subscribe.